Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well today. Let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin, see what is happening with Bitcoin today, and of course the entire crypto market. Now, just to be straight up with you guys, not much is happening with Bitcoin or the crypto market today, right? We're not really seeing much movements. Bitcoin, yes, it's still holding strong at $52,000. As you guys can just clearly see, we are in fact in the 1 hour time frame, and you guys can just clearly see, right? Like for the past, I want to say 2 days, Bitcoin has just been doing some price movements, right? Some, side price movements. It's just been simply, consolidating, right? You guys can just clearly see that. So Bitcoin is still above, $50,000. So it's still, holding very, very well, right? It's still holding very, very strong. Same with other altcoins. Now, the market today, okay, it's great to see the global crypto market cap still above, 1.9 trillion, sitting at 1.94 trillion. So that's, amazing to see. And overall, the market today is pretty much down 1%. So for the past 24 hours, we're not really seeing much movements. We are in fact actually seeing some altcoins. Okay, actually majority of altcoins for the past 24 hours having a slight drop, down 1%, 3%, 4%, over 5%, right? We have seen many altcoins for the past few days, for the past week, absolutely, skyrocketing, right? You guys can just clearly see for the past 7 days, a lot of altcoins are still in the greens. You guys can just clearly see that, right? So that's always amazing to see. So yes, the market today is pretty much down 1%. Still, everything is still holding very, very well, right? It really, really is. So that's great to see. Now, before we get into, the Bitcoin charts and we talk more about Bitcoin, I really want to show you guys this, okay, for altcoins. So we know alt season is literally right around the corner, okay? We know what that means, guys. A lot of altcoins in the crypto market will absolutely skyrocket. Yes, we understand, right? In the next bull run that's coming up for crypto, yes, Bitcoin's going to absolutely skyrocket. But guess what? It's not just going to be Bitcoin. It's also going to be altcoins, okay? And this is where the real money is going to be made, guys, okay? Because I understand, right? A lot of people that invest into especially low cap altcoins, they're going to make life-changing money, especially because you guys understand when it's alt season, pretty much most altcoins skyrocket, right? Majority of altcoins in the crypto market will absolutely moonshot, right? So get ready for that, guys. So this chart right here is pretty much just showing the altcoin market cap, okay, and it has broken out of the accumulation phase and is now in an uptrend. You guys can clearly see, okay, it broke out, okay, it didn't in fact have a breakout, and then it's now forming a uptrend, right? You guys can just clearly see that, okay? So the previous all-time high for the altcoin market cap was at 1.7 trillion, which is still 90% from current levels. Okay, so we are still very, very early, guys. You guys can just clearly see that, right? So if you guys think it's too late to invest into these altcoins, right? It's not, okay? We are still early. Understand, right? The altcoin market cap is going to easily reach back up to 1.7 trillion, and it's going to reach over 2 trillion, right? In the next coming, bull market, in the next bull run, right? You guys have to understand that a lot of these altcoins will absolutely skyrocket already, right? Already, we are in fact seeing a lot of altcoins skyrocket. For example, Solana. Let's talk about Solana real quick. Solana has been absolutely skyrocketing, right? For the past, few weeks, even for the past few months, it's been gaining back its momentum. I remember seeing Solana back in, 2022 at like $20. Even at one point, it was below $20. Now it's over $100, right? So Solana's slowly gone back up. And I really do believe Solana is one of those altcoins that will in fact go back up to its previous all-time highs. And many more other altcoins like Chainlink. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Chainlink. Keep your eye on Chainlink because Chainlink is going to absolutely moonshot, right? And I'm in for Chainlink for long term as well, right? Because I like what Chainlink is doing, okay? So I'm in it, okay? And I hope you guys are in fact as well. But yeah, many more other altcoins are in fact performing very, very well. We know that, right? A lot of altcoins are in fact getting back its momentum, which is always, great to see, right? So that's altcoins. And then let's talk about Bitcoin real quick. Michael Saylor, and I'm gonna just say it straight up. Okay, I'm gonna say it straight up. Michael Saylor is I really do believe, okay, we know Marcus Saylor has money, right? We know he's a billionaire. He's already a billionaire, right? But I'm telling you this right now. I really do believe Marcus Saylor is going to be one of the richest like people out there in the world, right? Once Bitcoin reaches, $100,000, it reaches over 200K to 300K, and once it reaches, per Bitcoin, once it reaches, a million to millions of dollars, this man right here is going to be worth a fortune. Okay, especially, okay, MicroStrategy. So we obviously know Marcus Saylor, okay, he's the CEO of MicroStrategy, right? And I really do believe MicroStrategy, okay, that company, they're gonna be obviously be worth a fortune, right, in the future when Bitcoin reaches hundreds and thousands of dollars, and of course, millions, right? So check this out right now. Okay, MicroStrategy's BTC holdings is now worth $10 billion, a whopping $10 billion, guys. And guess what? Bitcoin is not even back up to its previous all-time highs just yet. And understand the bull run is coming, guys. Right? The bull run, okay, for Bitcoin and crypto overall, it's coming, right? It is coming. And guess what? It's going to be well worth more than 10 billion very, very soon, right? Soon enough, Bitcoin's going to reach 100K to 200K to even over 200K to even 300K. And you can just imagine, okay, how much Marcus Saylor and of course MicroStrategy is going to be worth. Okay, understand that, guys. This is insane. Okay, and we know Marcus Saylor is one of the biggest Bitcoin bulls. Okay, he's all in on Bitcoin, right? Pretty much. Okay, we know how bullish Marcus Saylor is on Bitcoin, right? He tweets every single day about Bitcoin, right? We know that, especially if you follow him on Twitter, right? Or X as it's called now. But yeah, $10 billion right now. Absolutely insane. Now let's get into more about Bitcoin, starting off with this, and then we'll get into the Bitcoin charts. But I just really wanted to show you guys this because this is absolutely insane. Okay, so we know the Bitcoin ETFs were in fact officially approved around early of January this year, right? Early January of 2024, around, I think it was around the 11th of January, right? 11th of January 2024. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure 11th of January 2024. That's when the Bitcoin ETFs, like around 10 to 11 of them, were officially approved by the SEC, right? And that was history right there for Bitcoin. We know that, right? Amazing times. So it's only been about a couple of weeks now since the ETFs were approved, right, for Bitcoin. And you guys can just clearly see, okay, the Bitcoin ETFs are catching up to gold ETFs for assets. Okay, you guys can just clearly see for Bitcoin, it's around $37 billion. Okay, so 37 billion for Bitcoin and 93 billion for gold. And understand, guys, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure, right, I've done my research, but it says that the first ever gold ETF was out around 2003. So early of 2003, around March. Okay, so beginning of that year in 2003, right, the early 2000s, that's when the first ever gold ETF was out, right? And you guys can just clearly see, Bitcoin ETFs has only been around for less than 2 months. And you guys can just clearly see it's slowly, catching up to, gold's ETFs, right? For assets. Okay, so 37 billion for Bitcoin and 93 billion for gold. This is absolutely insane, guys, right? This is absolutely crazy. Okay, so much money is going to be poured into these, Bitcoin ETFs, right? A lot of money, obviously. Okay, gold just does not move, right? It really, really doesn't, guys. Okay, yes, I get it. It's stable and whatnot, but for long term, it really does not move, right? And that's just the same with Bitcoin and gold, right? In general, we know Bitcoin always reaches a new all-time high pretty much every 4 years. Every single time we enter, a new bull market, Bitcoin always reaches a new all-time high. For gold, right, it doesn't move. I get it, it's stable and whatnot, but it does not move, right? So that's that. This is absolutely crazy to see, right? So that's that. But yes, guys, are you guys prepared? Are you guys, mentally prepared for the next upcoming bull run coming for Bitcoin? Are you guys actually ready? Okay, if you guys have in fact been watching my videos, I've been telling you guys many times to, prepare yourselves for the next upcoming bull run. Okay, because if you're not prepared now, then you won't be prepared for the next upcoming, bull run, and the next Bitcoin bull run is coming very, very soon. We know that. We know the Bitcoin halving is obviously, right around the corner. So 2012, 2016, 2020, we have seen a massive uptrend, right? You guys just clearly see that. Okay, a massive pump in Bitcoin. Okay, and this is where we are right now for Bitcoin. And you guys just clearly see it's only a matter of time where we actually see Bitcoin moonshot back up to its previous highs and of course reach a new all-time high. So be prepared for that, right? And I really want you guys to, mentally prepare yourselves for this, right? So last thing that I want to show you guys, simple plan for Bitcoin. Okay, very, very simple. Okay, buy in 2023. Okay, if you bought in 2023, even if you bought in 2022, personally, 2022 was the best time to buy Bitcoin, right? Because that year, Bitcoin was on a downtrend, right? And everything was collapsing, right? We saw a lot of, crypto exchanges have gone bankrupt and shutting down. That obviously caused the market to drop, right? We saw what happened with Terra Luna, for example, right? And that obviously caused the market to drop a lot, right? So 2022 would have been a great year to buy into Bitcoin and crypto, right? But guess what? Just last year, 2023 would have been a great time to buy as well. Even this year, right now, okay? Right now, it's still never too late to buy Bitcoin. Honestly, it's never too late to buy Bitcoin, right? It really, really isn't. So simple plan for Bitcoin. This is what Mag says here. Buy in 2023, hold in 2024. Okay, I think he should put buy and hold because, it's still a great time to buy Bitcoin now. It really is, you know what I mean? And then next year, 2025, to take profits, right? And that's true because next year, 2025, we will obviously officially be in a bull market. And if you really, want to take that money and take your profits, that will be the best time to do that, right? In a bull market, right? So yes, I told you guys many times, this is just personal opinion, but if you simply need that money, go ahead and take your profits. No one has gone broke taking profits, right? No one has literally gone broke taking profits. It's okay to take profits. This is how you make money, right? So if you need that money, go ahead and take your profits. But guess what? If you don't need that money at all, just keep hodling for long term. Keep DCA into Bitcoin and hold it because we know where Bitcoin is heading long term, right? And understand, once you sell your Bitcoins, it's going to be harder, to get back because the price is just going to keep rising and rising and rising, right? So it's obviously going to be harder to accumulate, Bitcoin, right? And Satoshis, okay? And then go away in 2026 because 2026, right, that's when Bitcoin's going to pretty much enter the next bear market. And it's going to, pretty much have a drop, right? Just like we saw in 2022, right? In 2018 and whatnot. So that's that, guys. So that's a simple plan for Bitcoin, right? Very, very simple. But if you want to make it more simpler, okay, more simple, just buy and hold, keep it for long term, right? Because it's going to get harder and harder and harder to accumulate Bitcoin. And we know Bitcoin is the most scarce asset out there. Okay, the first ever digital asset that is scarce. There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins. That is it. We know that, right? So understand that, guys. Do your own research. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give thumbs up, subscribe. I will really appreciate that as always. And I catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.